Oh my God. Oh my God. The 49ers lost Dre Greenlaw. It's officially official. The 49ers, I didn't think they, told you, the writing was on the wall, man. It's unfortunate. The 49ers officially lost Dre Greenlaw to the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos took Talanoa Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw, man. It's crazy. The 49ers have lost Mooney Ward today, Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Aaron Banks, Jalen Moore, Elijah Mitchell, and they got Patrick Taylor, Luke Farrell, and Kevin Givens. That's what they got. Oh my God. I know it's day one. I know I might be over exaggerating here, but that one hurt the most. That one hurt the boat. Like my chest hurt. When I saw that update, I like my heart sank. I just wanted Dre, man. That's like it's okay. I knew we were gonna lose Mooney Ward. I knew we were probably gonna lose Hufanga. I knew we were gonna lose most of those guys, but Dre, man. Dre. Oh, Flood says the Niners are shopping at Ross Dress for Less. Bro, they're not even at Ross Dress for Less. They're shopping at like it's worse. What's worse than Temu? There's Joanne's Fabric down the street. It's like a really cheapy place. It's like a Temu version of Ross. That's what that place is like. It's so bad. The Niners are in the bargain bin. Now I know they're in like cap hell and they got to save money for Brock Purdy, but this is what happened. They haven't had to pay a quarterback in a very long time, and now the reality is hitting them, and they're just like, Didi's discount. There you go, Christian. Didi's, that's the place. Didi's discount. That's the place. The fucking swap meet. Oh my God, man. That was definitely like just it's a blow to the chest, man. Fucking Dre Greenlaw, man. The goal line stand, like the Seahawk killer, like his aura with Fred Warner, just like Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, man. That duo. Like I know we didn't have Dre last year, but that's tough, man. He was the heart and soul of this defense, tone setter. Now I know it was risky to pay him off the Achilles. And that's what Nav says. It says it's risky to pay a guy $35 million with an Achilles injuries. These fans are stupid, and I get it, and I said it all week. But man, when it happened, you throw that out the window, and it just like hurt. Like as a fan, like it hurt your chest. But you're right, absolutely right. It is risky to pay a guy $35 million. That's what they paid, $35 million. It's just a little bit over $11 million a year, maybe like $12 million a year, right? 11 and a half. The 49ers could have paid him that, right? But they were only going to give him allegedly, reportedly, rumors. The 49ers were only going to give him a one-year prove-it deal. 49ers wanted to give him a one-year deal to see if he could stay healthy, prove he could stay healthy. Broncos says, screw it, take 3 years with this. Their defense is going to be so good. They got DJ Jones. They got Talanoa Hufanga. They got Dre Greenlaw. They got the defensive player of the year, Patrick Surtain. Like, this defense is going to be insane, man. Oh, God. Broncos got good. They got good. Not going to lie to you. They did. They really did. That's rough. It's only one day, but Dre was good, man. He was special. Clinton says, I should have overpaid him for a one-year prove-it deal. Yeah. They want to save money. I get it. And Dre Greenlaw is going to go out there and he's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, a Dorito bag on his shoulder. And he's going to try to prove that, hey, I'm worth it. The injuries, it is what it is. Like, that's the thing. Dre Greenlaw is going to go out there and play fucking hungry. He's going to play hungry, man. He's going to play hungry. C-Max says, I'm broken. Trust. How about them comp picks? Yeah, I get it. The 49ers maxed out on comp picks. They're going to get a lot of comp picks. But comp picks aren't going to help you beat the Eagles right now. The comp picks aren't going to help you beat the Washington Commanders, the Detroit Lions. I get it. It's great. You're thinking about the future. You're getting younger. You're, shedding contracts. You're getting comp picks. And I think that's fine and dandy. But those comp picks, they're not going to help us get to the playoffs this year. Those comp picks are for 2026, man. 2026. That's it. Now, here's the thing. Last year, the 49ers needed a linebacker. They tried to get Kendricks. It didn't work out. So then they went and got Devondre Campbell, and that didn't work out too great, right? Little quitter ass. 49ers have to make sure they can get a good veteran linebacker. Now, I know they have linebackers on their team. Got D. Winters, Jalen Graham. They drafted Tatum Bethune last year. They have linebackers. But will they be able to come in and play the way Dre Greenlaw did? You saw how good he was, so much better than any of those linebackers last year. When he came in for that game against the Rams, it was like, holy this guy is different. Different. I'm just saying. Steve says, comp picks aren't guaranteed to get us to succeed. Absolutely. Like, and I get it. And I know the 49ers are good at drafting mid-round picks, but you can't rely on the 49ers always hitting on the 5th round, because I said this earlier. Yes, the 49ers have hit. They hit on Dre Greenlaw, 5th round pick. George Kittle, Deontay Lenore, all these players, they've hit on him. Juwan Jennings, I get it. They're going to draft well. But for every one of those players, there's an Ambry Thomas, there's a Ronnie Bell, there's a Dante Pettis, there's a Jalen Hurd. So you can't sit here and say, oh, the 49ers are the best team in drafting of all time. They're not the best. They've had a lot of misses. I could sit here and go through all the draft picks, but it'll make us sick to our stomach. Reuben Foster, Solomon Thomas, Javon Kinlaw got $45 million today. What is going on? Jake Moody. Hodge says, Dre Greenlaw hurt the most. He should have kept it. It hurt, man. Hurt. Not even gonna lie to you. I was sick when I saw that, man. They always a mess in the offseason. I know. We lost personnel scouts. They've lost a lot of, important people. I got to give my props to Adam Peters. Adam Peters, man, that man is absolutely cooking with hot fire. John Lynch, I heard he forgot to turn the stove on today. We losing everybody but Moody. Yeah. Kinlaw did get paid today, nation. Unbelievable. It's crazy. I honestly think the 49ers are saying, hey, look, we got to shed these contracts. We got to get younger, because this year they have an easy schedule. I really think they're going to bank on having a cake-ass schedule to get them through this year. I don't know why. I think that's what they're looking at. Hey, we got an easy schedule. We can afford to lose certain players. We can afford to get younger and see if these younger players can step up. The Niners are going to rely on guys like Malik Mustafa. They're going to rely on Ricky Pearsall. They're going to rely on Isaac Guerrero. These guys are going to be their next wave. And if they were good last year, they better be better. Dominic Pooney, they better be dogs. Like, yes, we could say, had a great rookie season. Can they keep it up? There's more pressure on these guys. That's the only problem of trusting your young guys. I get it. They're great players. They can be good. But it's good to have a few veterans that you got to pay for. And this Purdy contract, it better be great. And Purdy better come out and dominate. He's got to do it. But you don't have an O-line for Brock Purdy right now. Right now, I am worried about the offensive line. This offensive line, I'm not going to lie to you. Woo! Woo! I'm a little stressed out. Right now, if we started week 1, offensive line, Trent Williams, Ben Barch, Jake Brendel, Dominic Pooney, Colton McKivitz. What do you think? How do you feel about that O-line? What is your grade for that O-line? I'm going to say it again. Trent Williams, Ben Barch, Jake the Snake Brendel, Dom Pooney, Dog, and Colton McKivitz. What do you think? What do you think? Mike Silva, what's up, big dog? Greenlaw spot will be tough to replace. Replace Jake and Ben Barch. They just paid Ben Barch. He's going to be a starter because they just lost Aaron Banks. Ben Barch is going to be a starter. I think he's okay, but I don't think he's starting material. Start firing someone. They might need to fire me. D, C minus. We're getting the grades rolling in. A D. It's an average mid offensive line at this point. It sounds like they're going to put Purdy in the hospital. I'm just saying, like, I love Trent Williams. I absolutely love him. But, Will, how many games is he going to miss this year? Like, he's not getting any younger. I love Trent Williams. But Jalen Moore, I'm not going to lie to you, and I've been the anti-Jalen Moore. Like, for years, I was like, Jalen Moore's not good. This man came in last year, and he really impressed me. He stepped up. He played very well for Trent Williams. I honestly can see why Jalen Moore got himself paid starting money. I am so honestly, out of all the players that left, Jalen Moore, man, he earned himself a premium bag because he played his ass off last year in, relief of Trent Williams. I really wish they would have kept him. I think they should have started him at right tackle and walk away from Colton McKivitz. But the problem is you extended Colton McKivitz. Yeah, he's a $8 million contract, which if you look at the market is cheap. But Jalen Moore is better. He proved it last year. Absolutely proved it on the field last year. A shout out to Jalen Moore. He fucking deserved that contract. Excuse my language. He earned it, man. But he's going to the Chiefs. It's going to be a lot of work for him. You know, Patrick Mahomes makes you work a lot. But, yeah, they're paying him more than McKivitz. So the 49ers, they're taking the – we talked about it. They're bargaining. They're getting at the bargain basement. They're going to Didi's discounts and buying their players. Now, there's nothing wrong if you shop at Didi's discounts. I have a few shirts from there. They're nice home shirts, but you don't wear them out. That's formal wear. That's nice house clothing. But you ain't wearing Didi's discounts on a nice-ass date. You know what I'm saying? So, what's our Eagles Avenue? What's our record here? We can still win 10 games next year because the schedule's dog trash. We need D-line and O-line and now linebackers, says Sahai. Bro, the D-line is so paper thin. It's crazy. The D-line is sickening to me because you lose Hargrave. We knew that. We lose Malik Collins, whatever. You don't bring anybody, and you've been waiting all day. You've been gaslighting us about Jonathan. They've been gaslighting us about Jonathan Allen. I'm going to tell you that. These insiders, these 49er insiders, bro, they got everything wrong. Everything they said. Matt Miyoko, oh, yeah, 49ers are going to get this guy. They're going to get him. Maybe they will. They didn't get the Jets linebacker. They didn't get DJ Reed. They didn't get Dahlman. Everybody that man said the Niners were going to get, they didn't get him. DJ Jones, I'm not going to listen to him anymore. Gaslighted us. This is crazy. At this point, it's Joey Bosa or bust. Is Joey Bosa going to put us into the Super Bowl contention? I don't know. They got to draft like crazy. They got to draft like, yo, Matt Miyoko, you did not cook. You did not cook. I mean, people is taking his tweets, his video. 49ers, you got to keep an eye on this guy. Literally yesterday, every guy, or literally this morning, every guy he said keep an eye on, he gone. Channel 49 says, everybody calm down. We signed Luke Farrell. So John Carlos says the 41ers are out today. I don't get it. You know what? Honestly, I get it. Fans are sad, man. You lose players. We all know you always lose players, but this was tough, man. They lost Dre Greenlaw. Come on, man. They lost a lot. They haven't really done anything. Now, I know they still have a lot of time to go sign players, but when you have your first big signing of the day, if we can call it a big signing, was Luke Harrell. I don't think that causes a lot of like hype and excitement. So yes, the 49ers, we have to be patient. It's due diligence. I know the 49ers, they do things slowly. They put stuff in a pot. They let it cook and simmer and marinate. But come on. Teams around us that are already better last year, they're getting better. Lions didn't play games. Eagles aren't playing games. Commanders definitely not playing games. So I feel like there's got to be a little bit of urgency for the 49ers. Your D-line, your depth is like paper. This is the D-line depth, the 49ers. This is the D-line depth. Thin. Fix it. Kyle does love his tight ends. He does. John Lynch awake? I'm sure he's awake, but he's on the phone. Maybe nobody's calling him. I think we'll be all right, though. I think we'll get some. I want to be positive. I want to be optimistic. I know you guys come for me for positive takes and be optimistic, but you got to keep it real at some point. And right now, honestly, the 49ers didn't improve today. It's day one of free agency. If it was only one day, the 49ers didn't improve. The good news is it's not just one day. So there's plenty of time. We should be okay. You got to relax, got to chill. But at the end of the day, man, losing those players did hurt. It did hurt. It did hurt. It did hurt. Adam Peters, man. What a guy. He's a great GM. He finally waited. He waited and waited, and he's proving he knows exactly what to do. He knows exactly what to do with the free agency. But they're smart. The Commanders are very smart. They have a rookie quarterback, or a quarterback on a rookie deal. Sorry, a quarterback on a rookie quarterback. Quarterback on a rookie deal. Sorry, I've been sick all week. He's not a rookie anymore. He's a quarterback on a rookie deal. So they know they can load up on talent. But 49ers did. They did that for years, right? They did that. Now they have to pay their quarterback, and the reality is we don't have a lot of money to spend. We got to figure this out. So I feel like the 49ers are a little lost because they haven't had to pay a quarterback in years. Like, you think about it. Brock Purdy, that contract was pennies, peanuts, pistachios, whatever you want to call it. That contract was nothing. Even before that, it had Trey Lance. It's not like he was on a massive contract. He was on a rookie contract. So, they made the trade. We're going to go all in. We're going to get a rookie contract. We're going to be smart. Get a quarterback on a rookie deal. He didn't pan out. Thankfully, they got Brock. But even before that, I had Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, yes, at one point he was the highest paid quarterback, but $25 million compared to the market now, it wasn't as much as what the teams are paying for quarterbacks now. So if you really think about it, for the last few years, they really haven't had to pay a quarterback that much. Before that, they had Brian Hoyer, CJ Beathard, Nick Mullins. These guys weren't getting paid much. Hit that like button. But we'll see. We got Salah for nothing. What? No, I don't think that's true. Niners needed a better defensive coordinator. They needed a better defense coordinator. Again, there's still the draft. It's only day one of free agency. I think a lot of us are frustrated. I'm frustrated. Trust me, I feel everybody's frustrations in here. It's therapy session. I'm irritated just as much as you. But at the end of the day, we got to be patient. The Niners take they take forever to do things, right? They took them till the last day, almost the last day of training camp to get Brandon Ayuk signed, right? Deebo Samuel, Nick Bosa. They take their sweet time. So if the 49ers are slow, we got to have a little patience. They got a big draft. They got a lot of draft picks. So I know they'll improve. But they're not going to improve in one day. And I think that's the big picture. But we're frustrated because you see the list of players we lose and you're like, but then if you remember, we were 6 wins last year with those players. But a lot of them did get hurt too. So it's like, you got to look at it from different perspective. The 49ers had 6 wins last year, so they're getting rid of the players that didn't help them or they're too expensive they can't bring back. And they have a lot of draft picks and they're going to get younger. And the young players they had from last year were really good. So there is positive, aspects of this. But at the same time, you look at the list of players you lose today and you're like, wow. And it hits you very hard. So I feel all the pain. So that dead cap, it definitely hurts this year. We ain't got time to be slow this year. Yeah, I get it, Chris. Hey, Chris, just like we was texting earlier, we ain't got no time. They playing games this year. They are playing games this year. John Lynch has got his finger up his boop. I don't know what happened today, but he's taking his sweet time. You need to wake up. Johnny boy. Wake up. Wake up, man. I heard the rumor was John Lynch did not have his alarm clock set at the right time for daylight savings time. So he was in a tizzy. He woke up late. Legal tampering period had started, and he was not ready to tamper legally. He was all shook up. He was stressed. He was like, what's going on? Oh, it's 9 o'clock already? He was in a tizzy. So give John Lynch a day. Maybe he'll cook. Maybe he'll cook tomorrow. Should we make the call? Let's make the call to Johnny. John Lynch. My guy, John. Hey, did you know today was first day of free? Yeah, it's legal tampering period. Did you know? Did you know that? The chat wants to know, are we cooked? Well, we can't be cooked because you were cooking without the stove on. So, okay. So we're not cooked. Are we cooked though, John? Can you please? Dre Greenlaw, bro. Dre Greenlaw. I don't care about anybody else that we lost. Aaron Banks, Jalen Moore, Elijah Mitchell can't stay healthy. It is what it is. Talanoa Hufanga, nah. We got Mustafa, hopefully Jair Brown can step up. But Dre Greenlaw, really? Come on, Johnny. Come on, man. Take it. Can you just wake up a little bit? I don't want you to sleep tonight. I need you to fix this. Can you promise me you're going to fix it? All right, thanks, John. I love you, man. Good. Have a good night. Take care of business. John Lynch said he's going to fix this tonight. John Lynch is going to fix this tonight. Okay? We'll see. We'll see if he fixes it for real. I be in my own world. I'm not in my own world. This is part of the thing. Somebody said there's no loyalty. We're sleeping on D. Winters. I don't think I'm sleeping on D. Winters. I think the Niners expect him to be better and be a big part, but he also needs to stay healthy. He wasn't able to stay healthy last year. You got to remember, he had a lot of little nagging injuries, but I think that's a big part of who the 49ers are looking to take that leap, right? They did draft a linebacker last year, Tatum Bethune. You got Jalen Graham. So they have good young linebackers, but are they going to be able to replace Dre Greenlaw? It's a big, big, big question. So going back to that, someone said that 49ers have no loyalty. I mean, would you take let's use Jalen Moore, perfect example. They offered him $30 million. $30 million to be a starter. If you stay with the 49ers, you're not going to start. You're probably getting $7 million, maybe $7 million if you're lucky. You're going to ride the bench for pennies compared to what you can get in Kansas City, be in the national spotlight, and have a chance to, be a starter. No, okay, you could say I'll be loyal, stay to your team. If you get a raise from $7 to $15 million, you're taking that every year. Every year. I don't blame Jalen Moore. Dre Greenlaw, he got paid more money than the 49ers were willing to pay. They were going to give him 1 year. This man got 3 years. He wanted a multi-year deal. Disrespected to him. Talanoa Hufanga, he got a multi-year deal. 49ers were going to give him a 1-year deal. These players wanted money. At the end of the day, they worked their ass off, man. I don't even think it has anything to do with loyalty. I don't blame these guys. They wanted to get paid. The 49ers were going to pay them. Go somewhere where you get paid. So it's their livelihood, exactly, man. Money does talk, 100%. Look at Myles Garrett, perfect example. Myles Garrett the other day said, "I want to go to a winner. I don't want to be in Cleveland. I'm not coming back." Cleveland said, "Here's $40 million a year," and he says, "Whoa, okay, we staying, brother. If I can win $40 million, that's a lot of money." Throwback says, "Tell me it's a reset and you seem no surprised by it." I'll tell you that. It's a reset and I'm not surprised by it. I really am actually not surprised we lost these players. I will say I'm a little shook that we lost Dre Greenlaw. I don't think anybody wanted to see that. But, I mean, it was said. The writing was on the wall. There was a lot of clues. There was a lot of people saying, a lot of rumors. We knew he wasn't going to stay because the rumor was there's only a 1-year deal on the table. He wanted multi-year deal. Teams were throwing money at him, and ultimately he went to a team that got him money. And I'm sure Talanoa Hufanga said, "Yo, slide to Denver with me, boy." And he went with him. Achilles is tricky. I know. Ask Richard Sherman. Ask me. I'm a physical therapist. I know. I've been saying it all week. It's a tough injury. Like, I was the one that said, I don't know if Dre Greenlaw's coming back. I probably don't think he's coming back because of the injury. And that's why the 49ers were only going to give him a 1-year deal, because it is a tricky injury. So 100%. So it hurts, though. Yeah. Money talks, bullshit walks. Just like Brandon Ayuk said last year. I'm not shocked, but am I disappointed? Maybe a little bit. I'm a little disappointed. I thought they'd have a bigger first day in free agency. I thought they'd want to drop and splash a little bit. I thought they'd want to splash a little bit in the first day. Get in the pool, make some splashy waves. I thought they'd want to make some waves, right? You won 6 games, go and make a splash a little bit. It doesn't have to be a big splash. Just make a moderate sized splash. They got Luke Harrell. We'll see. It's tonight. 49ers usually cook at night. I remember a couple years back when they got Mooney Ward. I remember that day. It was the same thing. We were sick and tired. We were losing all these players. Boom! Night news. Here comes Mooney Ward. And we were like, oh, shit, let's go. And then they made a few moves that year. They were all in the evening. So maybe 49ers make some nighttime moves. Maybe. XP says we should sign Azeez Ojulari. I would love it. I would love to see Azeez Ojulari, man. I just don't think we have the money for him. That's an expensive player. He's a good free agent. Throwback says you missed the part on Pharrell, tight end. So he's a blocking tight end. So I think the 49ers have been looking for a replacement for Charlie Warner for a long time. Last year they lost Charlie Warner. Obviously, he wanted to go back home. He's a Georgia boy. And they've been missing that blocking run game pass. He's a good blocker. So they got an addition on the O-line, if you really think about it, by adding a tight end. And he can help take pressure off of Kittle. So if you look at it, yeah, it's a tight end too. The 49ers have been looking for that blocking tight end to help George Kittle Maybe he doesn't. Maybe Kittle won't have to block as much. So in a sense, it does help George Kittle. But how good is this guy really? I mean, hasn't had a lot of play. Maybe he's going to be a special teamer. But if he's a blocking tight end, you don't expect him to go out there and receive a lot. But if he can take some of that blocking, pressure off of George Kittle, it helps him. So yes, in a sense, it wasn't a bad move. But I think the problem is, if that was your first signing of the day, it's kind of lackluster. I think so. I think that's the big takeaway most fans are feeling. It just didn't seem like it had enough meat on the bone. But I get it. I understand it. I don't hate it. But $20 million for a blocking tight end, $11 million guaranteed. I mean, I guess it's just like they lost a couple of linemen, so they're like, okay, we need to help in the blocking game, help take pressure off of George Kittle, because you're probably going to want to use George Kittle more in the passing game. So you got to get a guy that can block, because they haven't had a good tight end that can block since Charlie Warner. And all the other tight ends they drafted have been absolutely abysmal. They've been bad. But I don't think he's the heir apparent. I don't think he's the heir apparent to George Kittle. I don't think he could be the replacement for George Kittle in a few years when he's done. So, yeah, it's $11 million over 3 years, $20 million over 3 years with incentives. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's nothing, but for a guy that's just going to block, I mean, I guess it's not that bad. But at the same time, the 49ers are trying to save money. Again, they got to shop at Didi's discount. And that was the Didi's discount special of the day. It wasn't a bad move. It wasn't a horrible move. But at the end of the day, I think we wanted a bigger splash. So Bald says the tight ends in this draft are more receiving threats. That's true. So maybe they will get a decent receiving threat, because they've been trying for many years to get a receiving tight end in the draft. Michael says he's in shambles. I think a lot of fans are. Take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. And if it's not, we'll talk about it sometime. Take a deep breath. I think it'll be okay. You got to remember, it's first day of free agency. We lose players every year, and it hurts. I think this year we just lost them at a high clip, and we didn't replace them. Usually we lose players, and we're like, boom, we kind of replenish. This year we haven't done that yet. But we've lost players. DJ Jones, DeForest Buckner, that was a stupid trade. We've lost players. Jimmy Ward, right? Aziz Al-Shahir, we've done it every year. Same dance, same old song and dance. It hurts though. It doesn't get easier. So I know. It's tough, Bad. It's tough. We still have a draft. They have to hit on the draft. Now, this draft is going to be so important. It's going to be even more important than last year. The Niners absolutely have to crush this draft. No, if you can't have any bum ass picks in this draft. You have to make these picks count this year. They do. They need to get an O-line, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I think right now my biggest concern is this O-line. Like, I just don't know if they're gonna be able to protect. It's literally the same O-line with Ben Barch instead of Aaron Banks. It's not good. It's still the same O-line, and that O-line was not good last year. They have to improve this offensive line. And then on the other side, on the trenches, D-line, it's thin. It's paper thin. They have to improve the D-line. I hope that they sign some players in the next 2 days, 3 days, 4 days on the D-line. Well, we'll see. Throwback says center is my most concern. I think that's the biggest concern right now, because Jake Brendel he's definitely a big weak link on that. Yes. Sahaj says, I think the Super Bowl window is officially closed. I hope not. We still got a draft. Keep your head up. Chris says, congrats to Christian McCaffrey and Olivia Cupo, and expected. Yeah, shout out to them. They're expecting their first baby. They announced it this morning on Instagram. That baby's going to have the most amazing genes in the world. It's going to be a supermodel baby. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Christian McCaffrey, he's a good looking dude. Olivia Cupo, she's smoking hot. She's a beautiful woman. Those two, their genes, jawline, is going to be a perfect jawline. This kid's going to be a beautiful kid. Whether it's a boy or a girl, it's going to be an unbelievable, beautiful kid. Supermodel in the making. So shout out to Christian McCaffrey and shout out to Olivia Cupo. Congrats to them. That was, honest, that's the best news we got all day. That's the best news we got. My man said the door is closed. They're not letting us And yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's the best news we got all day. Is that Christian McCaffrey and Olivia Cooper are going to have baby. Congrats to them. Maybe the baby can play if he has Christian McCaffrey's genes and he can get up to, if the baby can get up to speed, he or she. We don't know if it's boy or girl yet. Maybe they could play offensive line, defensive line. I don't know. Maybe Christian could train the baby, and we can use him on the Niners. We need all the depth we can get. Can we try and get Mekhi Becton? Did he sign today? Did Mekhi Becton sign? I thought he signed. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy day. I thought he's going somewhere. CTO says we can't sign Dre. Nope, he got signed by Denver, man. I'm sick too. The baby can block better than Brendo. Oh, media says Becton didn't sign. I don't think. Can you look it up? I think. What's his? I mean, the value of offensive lineman is so. We saw Jalen Moore got $30 million, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we're gonna be able to get Mekhi Becton. Joey Bosa. At this point, I'll take it. We need to get somebody. I think Joey Bosa would. If the 49ers get Joey Bosa tonight, I think all the fans would be absolutely excited. I think this would kind of hype the fan base. They need to make one move tonight. They got to make a move tonight. And I think we'd be a little bit more calm going into bed. My man, Beast Move says, I've been faithful for 24 years. I feel it, man. I feel it. It's frustrating tonight. It's a tough night tonight. I know it, man. But keep your head up, man. Stay faithful. I know we're all stressed out. We lost Dre Greenlaw and a lot of other players. And it's sad, man. But we do this every year. Just got to keep your head up, man. Colton McKivitz is a bargain. He's a bargain. Yeah, he should be a backup. He should be the swing tackle. Do we think there's a chance we could somehow convince Dre? No, he signed that dotted line. He's gone. He gone. Anyways, guys, I'll be back a little later. Hopefully we get some more news. I'm going to go relax and see what's going on. You guys have a good rest of your day. Appreciate y'all for tuning in again. And we'll be back if there's any more news. But appreciate the support. Make sure you hit that like button on YouTube, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support, man. Paige has been cooking. We finally spent in the off season. It's so hard to grow on social media because people are out of touch with NFL or they unfollow. They don't care. But we've been cooking. So shout out to the new followers. Appreciate y'all. We do this every year. We cook every day. So appreciate to all the longtime followers. You know how we do it. We stay tuned. We stay locked in. We grinding as much as we can. And been a busy guy. I actually had to see some patients today. So I actually did this while I had to go drive around and see patients. It was definitely not easy. But thanks to the 49ers for not doing too much because it was actually not that bad. It wasn't that bad. So it kind of actually came out perfect. Rest of the week should be good. All my other work is done. I think I have like one patient tomorrow. But yeah, anyways, love you guys. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Go Niners. Keep your head up, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your head up. Love you. I love you.